The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain. Representative Lippert is delivering the prayer remotely.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The following words reportedly were written on the wall of Mother Teresa's home for children in Calcutta, India. I share these words as our prayer for today. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Amen.
The chaplain for today is Representative Todd Lippert from District 20B, Northfield, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The clerk will take the roll. Members, as a reminder, we will be reading names in alphabetical order. Please state your name, your location, and present.
Acom.
Acom, St. Paul, present.
Acom, St. Paul, present. Albright. Albright, St. Paul, present. Anderson.
Anderson, Barsness Township, present.
Anderson, Barsness Township, present. Backer.
Backer, Browns Valley, present.
Backer, Browns Valley, present. Bonner.
Bonner, St. Paul, present.
Bonner, St. Paul, present. Barr. Barr, St. Paul, present. Baker.
Baker, Wilmer, present.
Baker, Wilmer, present. Becker Finn. Becker Finn, St. Paul, present. Bennett.
Bennett, Albert Lee, present.
Bennett, Albert Lee, present. Bernardi. Bernardi, St. Paul, present. Bierman.
Bierman, St. Paul, present.
Bierman, St. Paul, present. Bow.
Bow, St. Paul, present.
Bow, St. Paul, present. Brand.
Brand, St. Paul, present.
Brand, St. Paul, present. Cantrell.
Cantrell, Savage, present.
Cantrell, Savage, present. Carlson A.
Carlson A, St. Paul, present.
Carlson A, St. Paul, present. Carlson L. Carlson L. Christensen.
Christensen, St. Paul, present.
Christensen, St. Paul, present. Claflin.
Claflin, St. Paul, present.
Claflin, St. Paul, present. Considine.
Considine, Mankato, present.
Considine, Mankato, present. Daniels.
Daniels, Faribault, present.
Daniels, Faribault, present. Doubt. Doubt, St. Paul, present. Davids. David, St. Paul, present. Davney. Davney, St. Paul, present. Dean.
Dean, St. Paul, present.
Dean, St. Paul, present. Damath. Damath, St. Paul, present. Detmer.
Detmer, Forest Lake, present.
Detmer, Forest Lake, present. Drazkowski. Drazkowski, St. Paul, present. Eklund.
Eklund, St. Paul, present.
Eklund, St. Paul, present. Edelson.
Edelson, Edina, present.
Edelson, Edina, present. Elkins.
Elkins, St. Paul, present.
Elkins, St. Paul, present. Erickson. Eric, St. Paul, present. Fabian. Fabian, St. Paul, present. Fisher.
Fisher, St. Paul, present.
Fisher, St. Paul, present. Franzen.
Franson, Alexandria Township, present.
Franzen, Alexandria Township, present. Freiberg.
Freiberg, Golden Valley, present.
Freiberg, Golden Valley, present. Garofalo.
Garofalo, Farmington, present.
Garofalo, Farmington, present. Gomez.
Gomez, St. Paul, present.
Gomez, St. Paul, present. Green.
Green, St. Paul, present.
Green, St. Paul, present. Grossel.
Grossel, Clearbrook, present.
Grossel, Clearbrook, present. Grunhagen.
Grunehagen, Glencoe, present.
Grunhagen, Glencoe, present. Gunther. Gunther. Haley.
Haley, Red Wing, present.
Haley, Red Wing, present. Halverson. Halverson, St. Paul, present. Hamilton.
Hamilton, Mountain Lake, present.
Hamilton, Mountain Lake, present. Hanson.
Hanson, St. Paul, present.
Hanson, St. Paul, present. Hassan.
Hassan, St. Paul, present.
Hassan, St. Paul, present. Hausman.
Hausman, St. Paul, present.
Hausman, St. Paul, present. Heinrich.
Heinrich, Anoka, present.
Heinrich, Anoka, present. Heinzman.
Heinzman, Nisswa, present.
Heinzman, Nisswa, present. Her.
Her, St. Paul, present.
Her, St. Paul, present. Hertos.
Hertas, Rainey Greenfield, present.
Hertos, Greenfield, present. Hornstein.
Hornstein, Minneapolis, present.
Hornstein, Minneapolis, present. Howard.
Howard, St. Paul, present.
Howard, St. Paul, present. Hewitt.
Hewitt, St. Paul, present.
Hewitt, St. Paul, present. Johnson.
Johnson, St. Paul, present.
Johnson, St. Paul, present. Jordan.
Jordan, St. Paul, present.
Jordan, St. Paul, present. Jurgens.
Jurgens, Cottage Grove, present.
Jurgens, Cottage Grove, present. Keel.
Keel, Hammond Township, present.
Keel, Hammond Township, present. Cleveland.
Cleveland, St. Paul, present.
Cleveland, St. Paul, present. Cagle.
Kegel, St. Paul, present.
Cagle, St. Paul, present. Katiza-Watun.
Katiza-Watun, St. Paul, present.
Katiza-Watun, St. Paul, present. Cosnick.
Cosmic, Lakeville, present.
Cosnick, Lakeville, present. Creeshaw.
Creeshaw, Little Falls, present.
Creeshaw, Little Falls, present. Kunesh-Podine. Kunesh-Podine, St. Paul, present. Lehman.
Lehman, St. Paul, present.
Lehman, St. Paul, present. Lee. Lee, St. Paul, present. Lesh.
Lesh, St. Paul, present.
Lesh, St. Paul, present. Liebling.
Liebling, Rochester, present.
Liebling, Rochester, present. Lean.
Lean, Moorhead, present.
Lean, Moorhead, present. Lily.
Lily, St. Paul, present.
Lily, St. Paul, present. Lippert.
Lippert, St. Paul, present.
Lippert, St. Paul, present. Listlegard.
Listlegard, St. Paul, present.
Listlegard, St. Paul, present. Long.
Long, St. Paul, present.
Long, St. Paul, present. Lucero. Lucero, St. Paul, present. Lewick. Lewick. Mahoney. Mahoney. Man.
Man, Lakeville, present.
Man, Lakeville, present. Mariani.
Mariani, St. Paul, present.
Mariani, St. Paul, present. Markwart.
Markwart, St. Paul, present.
Markwart, St. Paul, present. Mason.
Mason, St. Paul, present.
Mason, St. Paul, present. McDonald.
McDonald, Delano, present.
McDonald, Delano, present. Mecklin.
Mecklin, Clear Lake, present.
Mecklin, Clear Lake, present. Miller.
Miller, St. Paul, present.
Miller, St. Paul, present. Moeller.
Moeller, St. Paul, present.
Moeller, St. Paul, present. Moran.
Moran, St. Paul, present.
Moran, St. Paul, present. Morrison.
Morrison, St. Paul, present.
Morrison, St. Paul, present. Munson.
Munson, St. Paul, present.
Munson, St. Paul, present. Murphy.
Murphy, Hermantown,
Present.
Murphy, Hermantown, present. Nash. Nash, St. Paul, present. Nelson M.
Nelson M. St. Paul, present.
Nelson M. St. Paul, present. Nelson N.
Nelson N. Clover Township present.
Nelson N. Clover Township, present. New.
New, North Branch, present.
New, North Branch, present. Nor.
North St. Paul, present.
Nor, St. Paul, present. Nornis.
Nornis, Fergus Falls, present.
Nornis, Fergus Falls, present. Novotny.
Novotny, Elk River, present.
Novotny, Elk River, present. O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll, St. Paul, present. Olson.
Olson, St. Paul, present.
Olson, St. Paul, present. O'Neill.
O'Neill, Maple Lake, present.
O'Neill, Maple Lake, present. Pulowski.
Pulowski, St. Paul, present.
Pulowski, St. Paul, present. Purcell.
Purcell, St. Paul, present.
Purcell, St. Paul, present. Petersburg.
Petersburg, Wasika, present.
Petersburg, Wasika, present. Pearson.
Pearson, Rochester Township, present.
Pearson, Rochester Township, present. Pinto.
Pinto, St. Paul, present.
Pinto, St. Paul, present. Poppy.
Poppy, St. Paul, present.
Poppy, St. Paul, present. Poston.
Poston, Lakeshore, present.
Poston, Lakeshore, present. Pryor.
Pryor, St. Paul, present.
Pryor, St. Paul, present. Quam.
Quam, Byron present.
Quam, Byron, present. Richardson.
Richardson, Mendota Heights, present.
Richardson, Mendota Heights, present. Robbins.
Robin, St. Paul, present.
Robbins, St. Paul, present. Runbeck.
Runbeck, Circle Pines, present.
Runbeck, Circle Pines, present. Sandell.
Sandell, St. Paul, present.
Sandell, St. Paul, present. Sandsted.
Sandsted, St. Paul, present.
Sandsted, St. Paul, present. Sauk.
Sauk, Rochester, present.
Sauk, Rochester, present. Schumacher.
Schumacher, St. Paul, present.
Schumacher, St. Paul, present. Schultz.
Schultz, Duluth, present.
Schultz, Duluth, present. Scott. Scott, St. Paul, present. Stevenson.
Stevenson, St. Paul, present.
Stevenson, St. Paul, present. Sundin.
Sundin, St. Paul, present.
Sundin, St. Paul, present. Swazinski.
Swazinski, Northland Township, present.
Swazinski, Northern Top Township, present. Tabke.
Tabke, St. Paul present.
Tabke, St. Paul, present. Tice.
Tice, St. Cloud, present.
Tice, St. Cloud, present. Torkelson.
Torkelson, Lake Hanska Township, present.
Torkelson, Lake Hansen Township, present. Erdahl. Erdahl, St. Paul, present. Vang.
Vang, St. Paul, present.
Vang, St. Paul, present. Vogel.
Vogel, Elko Newmarket, present.
Vogel, Elko, Newmarket, present. Wagenius.
Wagenius, Minneapolis, present.
Wagenius, Minneapolis, present. Waslowick.
Waslowick, St. Paul, present.
Waslowick, St. Paul, present. West.
West Blaine, present.
West, Blaine, present. Winkler. Winkler, St. Paul, present. Walgamot.
Walgamot, St. Paul, present.
Walgamot, St. Paul, present. Zhang Jie.
John J. St. Paul present.
Zhang Jie, St. Paul, present. Zhang Ti.
Young T, St. Paul, present.
Zhang Ti, St. Paul, present. Joachim.
Joachim, St. Paul, present.
Joachim, St. Paul, present. Speaker Hortman. Speaker Hortman excused. Carlson L.
St. Paul, present.
Carlson L. St. Paul, present. Gunther. Gunther. Lewick.
Lewick, Aiken, present.
Lewick, Aiken, present. Mahoney.
Mahoney, St. Paul, present.
Mahoney, St. Paul, present. That's it.
A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 91st session, 2020, 96th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Saturday, May 16th, 2020.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk.
Page 4.
Introduction of bills. The following bills have been offered for introduction today. The chief clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction and first reading of House Files 4693 through 4695.
First reading. Messages from the reports from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration.
Winkler for the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration offered the following resolution and moves its adoption. Be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the State of Minnesota that the Chief Clerk is directed to approve and correct the Journal of the House for the last day of the 2020 regular session. Be it further resolved that the Chief Clerk is authorized to include in the Journal for the last day of the 2020 regular session any proceedings, including subsequent proceedings, and any legislative interim committees or commissions created or appointments made to them by legislative action or law.
Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, this is the standard end of session housekeeping resolution. I would ask for your support.
Discussion. Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the resolution.
Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay. The motion prevails.
Winkler for the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration offers the following resolution and moves its adoption. Be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the State of Minnesota that during the time between adjournment in 2020 and the convening of the House of Representatives in 2020, the Chief Clerk and Chief Sergeant at Arms, under the direction of the Speaker, shall maintain House facilities in the Capitol Complex. The House chamber, retiring room, hearing room, and conference rooms, and offices shall be set up and made ready for legislative use and reserved for the House and its committee. Those rooms may be reserved for use by others that are not in conflict with use by the House. The House chamber, retiring room, and hearing rooms may be used by the YMCA Youth and Government, Girls State, Young Leaders Organization, and 4-H Leadership Conference.
Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, again, a standard end of session housekeeping resolution. And I think it's important to note that the use of the facilities, of course, is under the control of the Sergeant at Arms and the Speaker, and these health protocols that we have been adhering to will be part of the consideration going forward. So this does not mean it's automatically open.
Discussion. Hearing no discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay. The motion prevails.
Winkler for the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration offers the following resolution and moves its adoption. Be resolved by the House of Representatives of the State of Minnesota that it retains the use of parking lots C, D, N, and the State Office Building parking ramp for members and employees of the House during the time between adjournment in 2020 and the convening of the House in 2021. The Sergeant at Arms is directed to manage the use of the lots and ramp while the House is adjourned. The Controller of the House may continue to deduct from the check of any legislator or legislative employee a sum adequate to cover the exercise of the parking privilege.
Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, third and final housekeeping resolution, I ask for your support.
Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The motion prevails. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, I'm about to move a recess to the call of the chair. I think it'll probably be about 12:30 before we are able to reconvene.
Representative Winkler, we're going to revert quickly to the quorum call.
Gunther.
Gunther, Fairmont, present.
Gunther, Fairmont, present.
Forgive me. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move a recess to the call of the chair.
Representative Winkler moves a recess to the call of the chair. All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. The motion prevails. We stand in recess to the call of the chair.